as no respite from temperatures is concerned. Clearly, the weather continues to soar across North India. Mercury has once again breached the 47 degrees Celsius mark in parts of Delhi. The IMD has issued a red alert for the next 5 days in the capital. In Delhi, despite the mandated summer vacation between May 11th and June 30th, the Department of Education has learned that some government-aided and private unaided recognized schools are still operational. Another circular has been issued for the immediate adherence to summer break in order to safeguard the well-being of students. Listen in.
देखिए अभी नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया में स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम अगर आप बात करें स्पेशली राजस्थान, पंजाब, हरियाणा और एनसीआर, दिल्ली, उत्तर प्रदेश, नॉर्थ मध्य प्रदेश, जहां कंटिन्यूज हीट वेव टू सीवियर हीट वेव पड़ रही है। ऑलमोस्ट पूरा नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया में ऐसा ही सिनेरियो बना हुआ है। राजस्थान में भी टेम्परेचर 47 तक टच कर रहे हैं, दैट इज़ 46 प्लस हैं। सिमिलरली अगर आप एनसीआर दिल्ली की बात करें, जहां भी टेम्परेचर 47 तक हैं, पंजाब, हरियाणा वहां भी 45 प्लस हैं। तो आने वाले 5 दिनों के लिए हमने पूरा जहां रेड अलर्ट दे रखा है, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम राजस्थान, पंजाब, हरियाणा, एनसीआर दिल्ली और वेस्ट उत्तर प्रदेश। इसके अलावा नॉर्थ मध्य प्रदेश, वहाँ में भी हमने हीट वेव टू सीवियर हीट वेव का वार्निंग दे रखा है, ऑरेंज अलर्ट दे रखा है। सिमिलरली बिहार पे भी हीट वेव पड़ रहा है, लेकिन 2 दिनों के बाद वहाँ थोड़ी कमी हो जाएगी। इसके अलावा गुजरात में भी आने वाले 5 दिनों में हीट वेव कंटिन्यू रहेगा।
And it's not just Delhi. Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh are also reeling under a severe heat wave, and a red alert warning has been issued. In Punjab, schools have closed with temperatures reaching 45 degrees Celsius. In Himachal Pradesh, school timings have changed and they are now operational from 7:30 a.m. till 1 p.m. But to get us better perspective about what Delhi continues to go through, my colleague Nikhil joins me. Nikhil, for anybody living in Delhi NCR, it's definitely not a good morning. It's not a great summer. I also see my colleague Poonam joining us from Himachal. I'll go to her as well. But Nikhil, considering, just a little bit of a factor that we're not seeing respite, these are glaring numbers. How bad is it for a viewer who doesn't live in the Delhi NCR region just to understand this?
Nivedna, back in the year 1998, the temperature crossed 48.4 degrees Celsius temperature, and for the first time yesterday, the temperature crossed in the capital city after 26 years, close to 47.4 degrees Celsius, which means that in few days from now, we are all set to cross the record of the year 1998. And already there is warm and dry winds, which is currently being experienced, and it is something which is prevailing over parts of the NCR city. And as someone who is living in the capital city, they can experience that as early as 7 a.m. this morning, it was scorching heat. People are sweating, especially those people who work there out on the field. But there is no respite which is going to be seen in the days to come. In fact, the weather department have issued yellow warning and the red warning as well, saying that intense heat wave is something which is going to be experienced in the next few days. That means there is no activity of the rainfall which is going to be experienced, not just Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, but all the western parts of the UP. In fact, the northwestern region of the country, that is something which is reeling under the scorching heat. So there is no respite which is going to be seen. And in view of the same, the schools in Noida, Ghaziabad and Gurugram as well, they have been asked to remain closed until further orders. So this is something which is currently being experienced in parts of the capital city. Back to you.
Right, Nikhil. In fact, as you made that point about how people, despite the glaring heat, have to go and report, we're pretty sure that you are one amongst them, and we're really appreciative of the fact that despite the glaring heat, you are getting us this important details. But the story kind of remains the same even in Himachal as well, Poonam. The only advantage is school timings have been revised for office goers like us. There is no respite on that front. Talk to us about what the situation in Himachal is, because overall in the country this year, we've looked at the impact of global warming at some aspect, because it's from the north to the south. We've seen how this summer has not been the best at all.
Yellow warning has been issued of heat wave for 4 or 5 days till 24th of May. And talking about schools, as Director of Higher Education, Amarjeet Singh has issued an instructions to all the schools that change the timing according to your situation, and timing has been given from 7:30 to 1 p.m. Now, even instruction has also been given that avoid outdoor activities for students and provide enough drinking water for them. And even as elections are going on, it is difficult for politicians also for going for campaigning at daytime. And talking about incidents are also happening in Himachal Pradesh, or fire incidents are happening round about. Many kilometers of forest are burnt, and even animals. There is threat to residential areas also. There is threat to animals also living in the forest. So it is very unbearable for the people also to live in this scorching heat, and it is unable to them also for come out of their houses in daytime. Over to you now.
Absolutely, Poonam. I appreciate you also getting us more perspective as to what it's looking like in Himachal. Thank you, Nikhil, as well, for drawing more perspective for our viewers as to how this is looking. And clearly, as far as both of them have pointed out, there is no respite. So is that an indication for me to be going back home to Bangalore to get some shade? Only time is going to tell. But we leave that conversation at that. Let's shift our focus